Alright, so I've played just about 19 and a half hours at the current time of Prey, and I love it. I think this is one of the best games ever made. It's definitely one of my favorite games of the year. Based on that estimate, I think it's my favorite game of the year, and there's a lot of things that go into that. Primarily it being BioShock in space, but better in like every way than BioShock. And here's one of the ways that I think it's better. So this area I've half explored, and we'll get into some places where I haven't been. So this area is safe right now, so I can look around, right? One of the best things about this game is, take for example this room, right? I can't get through here, right? But I could use an ability to turn into a cup or something and jump over there. Or I could just break the glass, you know, like I don't need to deal with any of this shit. I can just break the glass. And that's the simplest example of what the game does. Because other areas might have giant things like this, blocking at the door. And oh, I can't carry that, right? I can't pick it up, it's too heavy. But I have a charge right here that recycles it and turns it into raw materials. So I can figure out that way to get through a room. And there are so many different ways. Oh, I have to, maybe if I search the environment, I'll find a key card. And searching the environment is critical because as I was about to record this, I noticed a thing on a pipe here. And now I'm gonna go pick it up. I want that. You know? Oh, shit. Exploring and really looking at the environment is a big part of it. So finding that key card, you might not even find it, so you just hack the door, right? But what if your hacking skill isn't right? Oh, well, maybe there's a window. Maybe there's a secret access tunnel that'll let you get into it. There's so many different ways to do it, and it never feels like, oh man, I need to be able to hack that door. There are very few examples of things of like, oh, I can't get in there. There's no way for me to get in there. Because you'll run into things like this, for example, right here. This was before I fixed it, this was electrocuting this entire floor. And there's many ways to get past that, right? I can shoot it with the glue cannon, which is, you know, just like this. I can shoot it with the glue cannon, and that'll stop the electricity. And then I ran up here, and I repaired it, right? But if I can't repair it because I don't have that skill, I can still shoot that, turn off the electricity that's electrifying this area, and run past it, right? Or, I found another way. If I kept climbing up here and up on those little raftery dudes, there's another path right here that you can walk over the electricity. And these options are everywhere. Like, they're literally all over the place. And it is so impressive what they've done in the level design to get there. And I'm just going to keep kind of exploring a few things. This is where I was. We'll get to a complaint here, I guess. So this is an optional little thing. So my biggest complaint is the inventory, I guess. So here's my inventory, right? A lot of garbage, and it's a lot of stuff. I'm a big hoarder. I'm playing the game on normal. I think normal's a little easy, but I'm not using everything. Like, I have 27 medkits, and I try not to use medkits, so I'm just hoarding them. I have, where is it? 58 of these psi hypos, which restore your like magic, let's call it. So I have a ton of these things, right? I have 28 recycling charges, which is absurd, right? But so the game might be a little easy if you actually use all these things, but you can kind of adapt the difficulty to what you want. So I really just try to use the pistol, the wrench, and a few other things without, and like using those grenades I have 7,000 of, as limited as possible, right? And then you can make the game a little different. But I would say if you're gonna go and scrounge around and you don't mind dying maybe a little more than you normally would, it'd be safe to play the game on hard. even though I haven't played hard yet, I can just tell based on how many things I have that you'd probably, like, if I needed to, I could craft a ton of stuff and get a little better. And even, it's like, I can still die though, right? Because of how I'm playing the game, I can still die. I'm not leveling up. I'm leveling up in a way that's not gonna get me attacked by the turrets, because all the turrets can target the alien material, and that's not something you want. But here's the thing. This is a game for hoarders. Like, I'm hoarding all those materials. I'm gathering all these things. Like, this is a burnt circuit board. But I can take that burnt circuit board that's filling out my inventory with junk and turn it into other things. So if I go back to my inventory, let me sort this. So here, these are the materials, and you'll notice 150 of these materials. I have a lot of materials, and I fucking love it. I love hoarding things in a game like this. And I can take those materials and I can build anything. I can build guns, I can build ammo, I can build neuro mods, which are essentially, think of them as perks or skill points, right? I can build them, and now I can't build any more because of a story reason, but I could just build them, and once I fix that story reason, I'm going to build a crap ton of them because I have so many materials, right? I don't even know where the point original... Oh, hoarding. So exploring the world, doing what I'm doing now, picking up all the pieces is so fun and so integral to what Prey really is to me. Oh, I haven't been up here. Okay. Now we get to calm down and look around. Because you'll open these doors and you'll see things and you'll read notes and you'll hear people's dialogue options. And it's just, it's incredible. So I haven't been here. So we'll deal with this. I'll also say this is the PC version, and the PC version runs pretty well fine to me. I had one glitch. Is this the map? Clear all fans. Oh, is that the fan? Are those the fans? Whatever.
Jean, it's Mariana. I can't get in. I tried the airlock at power plant, but it's got some kind of a lockdown on it. And there's something else. I saw something when I was checking the last O2 station. An ovoid mass. Roughly the size of a truck, maybe? Hard to tell because it was silhouetted. I mean, it could have just been debris, loose tubing, I don't know, but it scared the shit out of me. God, I sound crazy. Just gotta breathe. I'm gonna try another airlock, then I'll call back.
And it's got those great BioShock-esque things, and that was actually information I can use. Whoa! Oh, here's the platform I made earlier. I like to drag all the people around. Okay, I think that's... That should be everything that's blocking the fan. It's got a pretty natural, almost Breath of the Wild like way it does puzzles in that, you know, the objective marker wasn't there. You just had to look at the fans. And it does such a... Oh, all fans okay. Oh, wait. What was that? Alright, I can't get into that door yet, so I'm gonna go back and look around. It really is one of those games where you have to look up. Like, you have to look up, you have to look all around and really see what's there, because there are so many times where I've been, like, you see a door and you think you can't go through it, and you're like, oh, I gotta find a way around. It's like, oh, well, why don't I just build a platform out of this goop? Or, wait a second, there's a thing, like, I can just walk over there via the scaffolding if I jump over here and I go over there. So here'll be an example of that. Let me go through this. Decontaminate me. Alright. Oh, here's a complaint I have. So I got this map, right? And I got the map of the station. Oh shit, did I go over there? I don't think I went to that one door. Anyway, doesn't matter. I got this station map, but I can't look at the individual map. You know what I mean? I can't look at the individual maps of those areas, which I really hate when games do that. Anyway, so when I first went down here, there was an enemy down there. And I went down this elevator, and he's right there. So the next time, I went like this, and I kind of just glided my way down, found a nice place to do it, and I was able to fight him up here. And so this is an entirely optional area that you're just wandering around exploring. There's other stuff over here that you never had to go up here, you never had to see it. I think there's this tunnel right here. I'm pretty sure this tunnel right here doesn't even have an exit. I already went in here before. I don't think there was an entrance. Oh, it goes to another area, which I do not want to do right now, because this was meant to be just kind of short, and how much I love this freaking game. People will make some complaints. I've heard one complaint, which I don't understand at all, that there's too much combat. I think if you're playing this game and there's too much combat, you're playing it too quickly, I guess. Because, I mean, what have I fought in this 15 minutes? Nothing. Straight up nothing. So, you know, it's just about exploring and seeing what's in all these rooms. That's the fun of it to me. There's an enemy. He can't get through me. The door's unpowered. There are other complaints about the combat not being super deep, maybe, I guess is how we describe it. I don't know. I think there are a ton of powers. I'm not even using, the only power I'm using is the one that slows time. Oh crap, I need to go back up. Okay, I will fight that guy then. And I'm actually going to use that, since I have 16 of them. Use that and then switch to, I don't have any pistol ammo, which I'll fix later. Alright. So, like, that door was locked, right? And I could have, if I had that ability, could have leveled up my strength, or whatever you want to call it, and pushed the door out of the way. Or, this very same thing I said earlier has a little door to get into. Oh, I was mentioning there was a slight problem. What was that other thing that I did have? Oh, the turret's broken. Oh, it's down there. Okay. I had one glitch where I would lose an item when I entered this one area. No idea why, obviously. And it took forever to kind of get the game to delete something I didn't care about. Maybe about 30 minutes. And that's the only glitch I've had. Everything else is run pretty damn perfectly. You know, a solid 60, 1080p on my PC. Like, that's what you're getting. I really wish I had, actually, I'm going to switch to that. So I have the stun gun. So here's what I could do, right? I got all EMP is not gonna do anything to him. The Typhon Lore could do something. I'm using this, which basically is gonna nullify his abilities. That I'm not gonna use. This Q beam, I don't know if he's weak to that. Let me see what he's weak to. Electric, psychic, explosive. Oh, it went to the turret. You know, I could do all those things. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna throw this at him. Or actually, I'm probably gonna throw it now. Right? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw it at him. I'm gonna slow down. Slow down time. I'm gonna zap him with the EMP, the stun gun, or whatever you want to call it. Then I'm gonna switch to the shotgun and blow him up. Okay, slow down time. And I should say, yeah, see, like, that's pretty easy when you start thinking about it. Oh, now those things are coming at me. I have my, I have my shotgun fully upgraded now. I just spent the points to upgrade it like another 20 damage. Now it wrecks shop. But it's still fun, like, that's the thing. Could that combat encounter have been more intense? Sure, maybe. Will I play the game again? On a higher difficulty? I don't know, maybe. It's fucking awesome. Fucking love the game. Did I just pick up something I wanted to look at? I think I did, I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, so that's one of the other things you can do, is these suit chipsets, different little things. They're all little stuff. Collect more disruptor ammunition, reduce damage from this, increase the battery life of the flashlight. Then these are on my scope, once you get the scope. Just a bunch of various things you can do. You can read books. You can read notes. This is one of the examples of things you can do. So, look, read the note. Particle ejector. I'd like to get your approval. Okay, and then you're gonna look at this computer. Let's turn on the power to the water treatment plant. The water treatment fant. Yes. So now the front door is open. And now I get to explore this new area, which is full of fucking joy and tremendousness. No, see, here's what I can do with this. I can repair him, I can hack him, which I don't even know what the hacking does. But these turrets are pretty damn powerful. And if I had started, so we'll go to the neuromods to look at that. If I had upgraded any of these, after a certain point, the turrets start shooting me. But I didn't. I decided not to, and I don't know if I really need any of this stuff. That's weird. I feel like it's very weird to say that, to have all of these abilities that I'm essentially just saying, no, I don't need that. Like, you can do things like manipulate enemies' minds, take control, or like convert them over to your side, force robotic enemies to end hostilities. Mind jack, that's what I was talking about. A shield, make you resistant to fear, morph into the object, shift around the environment, as well as, regenerate health. That's pretty cool. Regenerate 25 health immediately after taking damage. 50% of all ether damage at side points, like, that's fucking cool. Like, these are really, really cool things, and maybe once I fill out this more, but I think that this skill tree is interesting enough. Like, just having the one ability to slow down time is enough for me. I think it might be overcomplicated if I started getting some of these things. The only thing I would get were these, like, little, lift, maybe a blast or two. And these are all the abilities the enemies use. But I'd mainly get these thermal resistances. Resist fire attacks and hazards and stuff. There's one that you can turn, not invisible, I thought. Let's see. Like, that's a really useful skill. Anyway, I'm totally cool with these. I don't think I need any more, and I love it. But these, like, the option is there, you know, to go crazy with the combat in a completely different way and not spend the points like having weapon damage go up, which is these. Right, but I haven't even leveled up all of these. This is the combat focus I use to slow down time. I only just recently leveled it up to combat focus too. It's an awesome good time, and I feel like it's getting kind of overlooked, this game in general. And I feel like that's a damn shame. You can see I'm hoarding 99 spare parts. That's fixed. I like to move the bodies around just to make sure the game knows I found them, because there is kind of a quest thing for finding people. Finding all the people on the on Talos 1. Make more noise with the thumbsticks next time. Jesus Christ. But I think that's it. You know, I wanted this to be pretty quick, straight to the point. I think this game's super incredible, and the fact that I played it for 20 hours essentially, and still am like seeing new enemies. There's still so much more to explore. Like, if I look at the map, I won't spoil anything about where I've been, but let's see. There. Okay, so that's it. I must be getting pretty close to the end. There's 2 entire areas I haven't been to yet. There's one I need to explore more of. There's one I need to explore more of also, but it's not much of it. That very well could be another 10 hours. And I think the fact that we're getting BioShock in space and it's 30 hours is incredible. Oh, there's someone here. Something's here. I can hear it walking around. No. See, I don't like fighting these guys because they zap everything. That's really, you can probably hear all this noise through my speakers. It's gonna be like a super echo because the game does get really quiet and really loud. But yeah, I guess I'll circle back to that one complaint I have of sometimes it's hard to find the item recycler in a new level, so you might want to go back to the previous level, otherwise you're just carrying around a bunch of trash. And I have so much trash. Like, I have 15 suit repair kits. I haven't used one in 10 hours, maybe 5 hours. A long time is the point. And I just got rid of 10 of them. I had almost 30 of them, and I got rid of them. Ugh. I like those noises. Anyway, that's basically the whole game. Like, this was the whole gameplay loop, except for crafting. I haven't found the crafting thing in this area. Ooh, that was something someone wanted. There's a quest to find things on a map, and that was one of the things. Ooh, that was a password. See? That was a password. I found a thing. Usually they're not as simple or right next to it, but sometimes they are. There's another guy wandering around. Anyway, the game's fucking awesome. Go play Prey. Don't be a damn fool. You know what to do. Who just opened that door? Was that me? What's happening?